Hi guys, this is Britt coming at you, and I am coming at you with part 2 of my Q&A questions. Obviously, there are more than 2 parts to this. There's going to be quite a few. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to answer as many questions as I can within an allotted amount of time. Probably the tops 15 minutes. I would rather actually keep it down to 10 if I can, but we will see, because last video was 15 minutes long, and I don't think... I'm just going to try to keep it short, sweet, and to the point kind of thing. And answer these questions as I go. I will put in the description box down below the people who ask the questions that I'm answering in the video. So that way you can just look down in the description box and see if your name's there, and if it isn't and you don't want to bother with the video, then you don't have to, because there's going to be quite a few of these to go through. Okay, so let's get started, shall we? And I'm sorry if I keep looking at myself and not at you guys. I'm just, my phone, you know, I have to remind myself to look at the whole. Okay, so first person, Carney's Journey. Hey, sweets. She asks, she states that the best part of the journey for her has been the reaction from her hubby and her babies, her girls. And mostly because she has so much energy. She asks how my family is reacting to my change. So I have a 2-year-old. She doesn't care. She loves that we're going for more walks and bike rides, but I've always done that. So, I mean, I don't normally walk twice a day and bike and walk twice a day. Usually I do it once, so now I'm doing it twice. So I think she's liking that, but I don't think she gets why the change is happening. So, but she's excited. My husband doesn't talk about it. In fact, I think he's quite irritated with the change because it makes him have to do these things and more, strict, in a more strict way. And he's not really a big fan of that kind of crap. My sisters have been super supportive. My mother is actually inspired by my journey, and she's thinking about doing it herself. And my father is thrilled. So my family is being very supportive of it, but in the house, I don't get a lot of reaction to it, because it's just, they see me every day, I guess. So, the next question, oh, by the way, thank you, Carney. The next person, Paula's VSG Life. Sweetie, this question was awesome. I probably should have told you guys about this before. So, Paula, she asked, has the idiot guy at work who wanted your job been nicer to you since he realized you didn't die in surgery? Okay, so let me give you a tiny update. A summary in a nutshell if you hadn't seen the video where I talked about this guy at work. So this guy at work, he started working there. He was part-time, and he was like crazy gung-ho. And there's only 3 full-time positions open, and it's unlikely that anybody gets full-time because people stay, and we're such a small department, there's only 3 people. So, good luck with that. He was a part-timer, he wanted a full-timer. So one of the other guys had heart issues. He was talking about how he wished the guy didn't come back so he could take his spot. When he found out I was going to have my surgery, he said the same thing. He said he hoped I didn't come back. Whatever that means. Whether it means he hopes I would die, or like during surgery, or that I would just decide not to come back, or have severe enough complications I wouldn't be able to come back. I don't know what exactly his thought process was, but I do know that he said some pretty horrible things about me. And when I found out about those things, I kind of went off. He called me fat, which is fine. He said that he didn't understand how I could do my job being as fat as I was. And I was like, well, I don't care, because I do my job, and nobody else questions that. He's just a douche. And then he started saying things about my personal life. He lives in the same town, and this town I live in is only 1,200 people, so you run into everybody. And he said I was dirty. He said I was disgusting, and I smelled. I mean, just personal things. Just started to piss me off. And from what I was told, it was like a daily thing. He was talking crap. So I decided to file a complaint, and he has since quit. I don't know if that's really what happened or not, but I filed the complaint a week before I had my surgery. So I got the email like the day of surgery or the day after surgery that he had quit. And that's pretty much what has happened to him. So, and now I see him around town sometimes, and he just flies by. He just completely ignores me, which is perfectly fine with me. He's a baby. Let's just say that. Of course, when I sneeze, the whole thing's gonna... Why don't you sneeze with me? This is an interactive experience, sneezing and stuff. So, thank you, Paula. I hope that answers your question. That's about as much information as I can give as far as that's concerned, because it is a confidential issue. So, I think that they fired him, but I have no clue. Let's see. No names or anything, right? Okay, so the next person is Sleeved Shell. Hey, girl. Let's see. How much have your taste for things has changed? How much has your taste for things changed? Are there things you like more now? How about less now? And I hear people start to dislike certain foods afterwards. Okay, so my tastes for things haven't changed. See, when I eat things, it's not, nothing tastes as good as it did. Like, everything tastes the same, like, worse. I don't know how to explain it. Like, food used to be, like, good in my mouth, and now it's like, bleh. It always tastes like there's something missing. Like, food tastes like there's something missing to it. And I don't know why it tastes like that. So food isn't enjoyable anymore. I still like chocolate, obviously. I still like chocolate. But, and obviously I want salad more because I think I'm just deprived of it. That that when I get it, I'm like, oh, salad. Where I never gave a shit about salad before. But otherwise, my tastes have changed. But it's not that I like things less or more. It's just that everything kind of tastes crap. Like, nothing tastes that great anymore. So I hope that answers your question. Yeah, and there's nothing I like more than I used to like. It's just kind of all... Okay, so. And yes, your taste buds will change. Right after surgery, like immediately after surgery, everything tasted super, super, super sweet or just like off. Like everything tastes like green beans or it just tasted like weird. Or super, super, super sweet. And then after like a couple of weeks, that went away. And now things aren't like that crazy. And I've never liked super sweet things. So that was just, I think, possibly just enhanced by surgery. Okay, so thank you, Sleep Shell. The next question is the new Jackie 33. Hey, sweets. Okay. Question is, when you get to your goal weight and you are rocking your second child, woo, what is the next gift or goal do you want? Okay, so after I have my second child, woo, I will probably be looking at plastics. Obviously, I want to finish school and stuff like that. That's certainly a priority. I don't think that plastics or having a kid should interfere with that, but that does interfere with that. I should know I have one, and it definitely did interfere with that. But after I have my kid and I'm done having children, which I don't know if 2 or 3 is going to be it because my husband's set on 2 and I'm really kind of wanting 3. So plastics might be something that I'm not even looking at until I'm like 40. Because I might have to wait till I'm out of my 30s to see what's happening with the kid thing. But it'll be either plastics or school. That'll be my, school. Well, those will be my next goals to look at. So fitness, of course, is important to me, but I think I'm already incorporating that with this weight loss thing. Like, I think that's a bundle. But once the second kid is done and I'm still doing my fitness thing, I think school will be the main priority if it hadn't already been done. Thank you, Jackie. Melissa Butler. Hey, sweets. Her question is, have people noticed your weight loss, or do you tell them that you had VSG? So people do notice my weight loss. I work third shift, so it's really difficult for people to see me a lot. And when they do see me, like very rarely, they're like, oh my God, you're shrinking. And I do tell them about my VSG. Mostly when they ask. I don't just be like, I had surgery. If they ask me, how are you losing weight? I just can't help but tell them. I'm not good at lying, and I just can't help but tell them. There's only like 2 people, I think, in my life that I'm keeping this a secret that I can think of. Everybody else, I don't give a shit. I keep this off of I keep my VSG stuff off my main page. That way nobody's saturated by it. And the 2 people I don't want to really know don't have to find out, even though they probably already know. But, yeah, I do tell people. I don't shy away from that. Mostly it's because if I saw somebody losing a ton of weight and they told me it was diet and exercise, I would try that and fail and then think I was a shitty person for not being able to do it. So I just tell people I don't care. I'm not ashamed of my choice. It doesn't bother me at all. Okay. Finding Angie. Hey girl, I know you. Big question. What kind of post-op restrictions did you have that were not food, drink related, and how long did those restrictions last? So nothing food related. I couldn't lift anything above 10 pounds for 4 weeks. And that was hard because I have a 2-year-old. And she's like 30 pounds. So I broke that rule a lot. I was just very careful not to lift with my stomach or to tighten my stomach or my core. I lifted with my legs, and I tried to be as careful as possible. I definitely didn't lift anything the first 2 weeks because I was at home. I didn't have to. My husband did it for me. But after I went back to work and stuff like that, my husband went back to work, I did have to start lifting kind of things. But the other thing was like I couldn't have any swallowable medicine except my hypothyroid. It was so small, it's so tiny that you can take it. And they allowed me to take that stuff. And I had to have chewable vitamins, but I was allowed to take it as soon as I got home. So that was pretty much the only restrictions I guess I had that I can think of. They didn't restrict me to too much, you know, like they were like, go ahead, do what you want. Yeah. And it was only 4 weeks, and after that I could do whatever the hell I wanted. So it was easy peasy. Thank you, sweets. Okay, guys, so that's the end of part 2. I'm going to keep these short and sweet. I'm going to do another one right away and get them done, right? Okay, guys, I'll talk to you in a bit. Bye.